Alright guys, we are back. It's day 2 of spring year 1, and we are going to kind of see what's up today. In the last episode, we went ahead and got a couple things started. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started. It looks like Willie's back, so we can meet one more person at least. Which we'll get our... Yeah, so we'll get that one taken care of. We'll get this one partially taken care of, because we'll get down to, I guess, meeting like 3 people. And they're like the 3 hardest people to find, I guess. Like, I wish it was a little bit, I wish the introduction one was a little bit easier, because I don't really like it. I mean, I understand why it's in games, because they want you to feel involved in the community and make it feel like they're not NPCs, but like actual people within the game. But I don't know, I just don't really care much for like introduction things, because they're worse, I feel like, than like fetch quests where you just like go get something from somewhere, because it's just like you gotta look around forever to find that. We already watered our crops. I don't know what our crafting recipes look like, but I think we're going to also kind of put some cobblestone around here so we don't worry about... Alright, we got a geode which we can take to Clint and see what's inside of it. Sometimes there's a goodie, but most of the time it's just kind of nothing. Now, if it's a prismic shard, I'll be extremely excited, but that's very unlikely to happen. Because a prismic shard basically unlocks literally one of the best swords in the game, and you will literally never really have to worry, at least in the regular mines, about, I guess, dying. But over here, I also want to explain this really quick. Over here is the, I guess, I forget if it's dad or grandpa. I think it's a grandpa. Yeah, it's grandpa's shrine, basically. He does that. He'll come back in like year 2 or 3. And if you progress so far through the game, he'll be happy. If not, he gets kind of pissed, which, I mean, sucks for him, but whatever. So we're going to try to snake our way back over here. See if we can get some more rocks really quick, because we need that. It looks like we keep dropping a lot of stuff too, which is, I don't really appreciate. I don't know if it's just like particle effects or what, but we keep dropping everything. Trying to figure out what the shift key is on this game, because on the PC version you can press shift and craft 5 at a time, but on this game you can only craft, it looks like, 1 at a time. I don't know how to do it the other way just yet, because I've tried to play this game with a controller before. It's just a Steam controller. I hate to break it to you guys, but the Steam controller just isn't really good. Which actually really disappoints me, because I was looking forward to it forever. It's like, oh, like it's got like touchpad feedback, as will stomp around above me. But like people are like always like praising like the haptic feedback, or at least like the touch, what's it called, touchpad. They used to use it instead of like an actual analog stick, and it's supposed to be so much better. But I couldn't get into it. I couldn't do it, because to me it just didn't feel like, I guess, secure enough in a way. And like a lot of the games don't support it really well. The buttons are in a weird place. Because like if you think of like an Xbox controller, like you gotta use like, so if you look at it like an Xbox controller, it's kind of the same thing in a way, except instead of having an analog stick where the analog stick is, it's the buttons. So they basically switch, like, I guess it's on the PlayStation controller too. So if you look at like where the buttons are, and you look at where the analog stick is on the right side, they switched them. And I don't like that, because like I like the analog stick because like, it seems like I can move up than down a little bit easier. And like I can sit here and like have my finger here. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, it's just a weird kind of concept, and it feels like when you hit certain buttons you gotta kind of like stretch your fingers, and it's like, well, I mean, that's not really a fun way to play the game. And there's like not a whole lot of games that really support it either, which also kind of sucks, because like, I mean, like there's games that support it, it's just like there's very few. And it seems like every other controller just works a little bit better. I also have a Steam Link, which I haven't used in about 3 months, because it's, I think it's just because like my girlfriend takes over the TV anyway, so like she'll watch something, and like I don't get to play it. But here's another cutscene of us meeting Willie. Alright, so Willie gave us a fishing rod, which will allow us to do this. Don't know how it really works on PS4. But you basically stand here, and you wait, and you wait, and usually a fish will pop up like that. You do that. And you gotta like balance this bar. If you let go, it goes down. If you don't, it goes up. You keep it in that angle. You do that and you'll catch a fish. And it's a very simple mechanic, but I actually do quite a bit with it. Especially later on in the game. And it also like helps dishes and stuff. I don't know, like I'm not a big fisher. Like I literally got the fishing thing, but we can set crab pots down, which we'll do eventually. Because we're not nearly far enough in the game to do crab pots just yet. But let's take a look at our introduction thing. We met 24. So let's see if we can kind of see. So we're not going to meet him for a while. We can meet her and him today. So we'll be at like 27 out of 28, and then we'll be able to just kind of round it off here eventually. And not have to worry about it anymore. Because I don't like I said it, I think in the last episode, I don't really like the introduction quest. Actually, it might have been this episode, I don't remember. I don't really like the, oh, go around and meet people quests, because it's just like, well, you just spend a lot of time doing nothing. Sometimes she'll hang out over here by this tree, but it looks like she's not doing that, so she's probably at the library. I think we need to meet him, don't we? Nah, we met Sam already. So she's not there. She's usually at the library. There she is. There's Penny. There we go. And then now the little emo-looking kid, I don't remember his name. He actually spends most of his day inside because he's just like me and does not like to leave the house, which kind of sucks for us because we are not going to be able to meet him very easily. He leaves his room sometimes. Like, at the worst case scenario, we might just literally have to, like, stand outside his door and wait. After that, we just need to meet the wizard, which he'll come after a couple days, and we'll be able to round that one off. And I think, what's our other achievement? Just harvest parsnip. We'll have that done in, like, 2 days, because I think they take 4 days to harvest. And that's actually where a lot of the math of, like, oh, like, what's the best crop? So, like, the way, like, people decide that, because it's kind of confusing at times. So, basically what they do is they go, well, you know, you have a crop that harvests every couple days, every so many days, and they do the math where it's like, oh, there he is. He's actually not that hard to see. So, it's Sebastian, and we got 2 people to meet. Oh, but he is not counted in this, so we have 2 more people. That's Elliot, and that is, I think, the doctor. So Elliot actually hangs out at the beach, too. That's where his house is. And I think the other guy is the doctor, because I think we actually met the store owner, and my fucking dog won't stop barking. I don't know why, but actually, we're going to go up here, too, and check this out. That's going to be locked, but we'll be able to unlock it here in a couple days because, what's his name? I think it's Pierre. I'll help unlock it for us, which is the guy we met in the store, which is right there. Actually, is it him? I can't tell by the character models. I think it actually was him. Yep, so we just gotta meet... Yeah, we just gotta meet Elliot, because I don't think the wizards actually counted in this. Because he is actually pretty difficult to find. And there is Elliot. And we have completed the quest where we had to meet everybody. So we need to give somebody a gift now. We don't get a reward for it, we just kind of get that done. I wonder if we can like check our achievement progress. Or trophies. Yeah, we don't have any trophies. Because the trophies are actually, I mean, it's like weird because you expect the trophies to be extremely easy in most games, but they're actually not in this game. And I think the blacksmith's closed at 4. Actually, it's 5 o'clock, and then he chills and then comes in here. So we can't process our geodes, which we'll probably do in the next episode. We're gonna go ahead and kind of throw all these into a bin and call it a night because I mean, really, there's not much we can do now. I mean, we could probably fish the rest of the night out. It's just not very interesting, and it's not going to net us a lot of money because, unfortunately, fishing doesn't actually give you too much money. I think with a certain upgrade, you can do it for a decent amount. It's just kind of... Oh. It's just for, like, the amount of money that you spend on, like, farming and stuff, you get that money back done a lot easier, and that's a lot less effort because you can get like sprinklers and stuff, and you never really have to worry about, I guess, really working towards anything. And the problem with this is if you do this in a standard farm, this fishing thing, you actually kind of have an issue with just finding a lot of trash because for some reason like only trash spawns in your lake most of the time, which is actually really weird. But I mean, like, really, you fish, and the problem with it is you actually don't spend a lot of money, or you don't spend a lot of, you get trash, but I mean, for the amount of time you spend doing it, you don't really make that much money, because like you can sit there and every 4 days you can make like 4,000 profit off of farming, but in order to get like 1,000 profit in a day, you'd have to fish pretty much like all day, and you would have to find a lot of fish. These fish aren't really worth that much money, which you'll see here in a minute when we go ahead and call it a night. So yeah, I mean, like, I like fishing. I really enjoy it. It's just not very profitable. So we'll get this guy right here. Probably call it a night. It's our smallmouth bass, or our smallmouth bass, for some people that can't read. But we'll do that, and I'll show you just how much, like, really that nets you. It's also cool that, like, the design changes with each type of thing, because, like, the regular farm looks completely different from this. It looks like we actually have, like, a map of the world that we really can't get to. I was hoping, like, you could read it or something, but it doesn't look like it. So we're gonna go to bed for the night. And I'll show you how much money you make from fishing. So foraging, we made 140. So you made like 182. If you look here, like you only get like 45 for one of those. You get 62 for one of those at a higher quality and 30 for that. So like if you do the math, it's like you're going to be fishing for a while to make any decent profit, which, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but we did make $322, which isn't that bad for a day that we didn't do that much in. But thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 2 of the Stardew Valley Let's Play. If you like it, go ahead, follow or subscribe to my channel, depending on what platform you're watching, because I do upload this to both VidMe and YouTube. If you like the video, go ahead, give me an upvote or like. And if you want to see something done, or you like, just really want to tell me something, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.